You're listening to After Hours FM.
Hey
Hi
guys,
guys.
welcome to the 13th episode of After Hours FM. That means we've been doing this for 6 months
Wow.
and we're almost at 50 subscribers now.
And it's so funny because we have so many ideas left. Like
We
it's
do.
not even like we're running out. Like
No, not at all. And we get we live and we see things and we have so much inspiration. We are constantly getting new ideas and
and
it's so
we're
much fun.
evolving. Like
We are.
I feel like okay, I was going to say we've came from janky ass equipment. We still have a
Well,
little we have a little something going on which we will not address.
no,
But other than that, like I feel like we are making progress.
we are. We definitely are. And it's both um technicality wise as well as just us feeling more comfortable and
Yeah.
having more fun instead of feeling kind of stressed and unsure.
I
we're
agree.
still we're still unsure a
But a
lot of the
lot
time.
less than in the beginning.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. So in honor of Women's Day,
Yes.
which was on March 8th, we're going to talk about women's sports.
Yes,
So,
I'm really excited for this one because I don't know anything about sports, men or women's equality. I don't know. I don't know anything about sports, so I'm really interested to hear about this.
I had a lot of fun researching this one. I feel like I know a decent amount. I have always kind of played sports. I feel like I've played different sports. I've done different things. So I feel like I know a little something, but obviously it I had to do some research as well.
Yeah.
But I feel like you might recognize some things. And a lot of things are also just having to do with women's rights as a whole and like feminism as a whole. Like it's very intertwined. So I feel like it's not going to be too unfamiliar. Also, the Winter Olympics have I mean, they've been done I think for a bit now,
Yeah.
but I feel like the press, is also picking up especially for
Alyssa Liu.
Alysa Leo and Amber
Oh
Glenn and
yeah.
like the US women's figure
I
skaters.
yeah.
I feel like we've heard a lot about that and they've been doing so well.
Yes.
And Jutta Leerdam,
Oh
she is a Dutch
yeah.
figure ice
Ice
skater.
skater. Speed ice skating.
Yes, and she did incredibly well.
Yeah, she won gold.
Hmm.
Um but yeah,
We
people
will
talk
talk
about
we will talk about this.
okay.
I know what you're going to say.
Okay.
But yeah, throughout history, female athletes have dealt with significant inequality when compared to their male counterparts. And this has kind of persevered through different domains, like a lot. Um, some of which are unequal funding, discrimination, and just underrepresentation in sports institutions, leadership positions in sports. And even just if you think about the term women's sports, you don't say men's
Men's
sports
sports.
and you have women's soccer. You don't say men's soccer and you have the WNFL and then you have the NFL for men. Why isn't that the MNFL
MNFL.
or the WNBA, et cetera, et cetera? Like it's so deeply ingrained in even the terminology. It's crazy if you think about it.
It really is.
I found some interesting statistics that I wanted to share. Um, so the unequal support for girls' participation in sports starts from a young age.
No.
It's so sad. Research reveals that girls between the ages of 6 and 9, I swear it said it like that in the research,
Okay.
exhibit equal interest in sports as boys. However, by age 14, girls drop out of sports at a rate 6 times higher than boys. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Whoa. 6 times
Yeah,
higher.
and research contend that this alarming trend stems from the differential reinforcement girls and women receive regarding their participation in sports. Conversely, other studies underscore the profoundly positive effects of practicing sports on girls, enhancing their confidence, self esteem, and critical skill development, same as boys. Um, so it's just important for girls to do sports just as it is for boys to do sports because it's positive for both of them.
Yeah, literally.
Also, this one was crazy. I looked this one up myself because I just wanted to know because the whole pay gap
Yeah.
between women and men. I felt like it might be crazy in sports. Well, hold your horses. So the most paid athlete, I wasn't even gonna say male athlete because obviously it's a male,
For Crown in
is
the Kitchen, nobody is
yes,
surprised.
is Cristiano Ronaldo. This is all as of
Oh,
2025
okay.
with total earnings estimated at 275 million.
Dream salary.
And then Coco Gauff, she's a tennis player, is the highest paid female athlete in the world for 2025, earning an estimated 33 million. And I looked this up because I just wanted to know, if you look at the rankings for the men, in what position she would be in. Like, what
Yeah.
if you look at the, let's say, top 100? Well, even the 100th most paid athlete, his name's OG Anunoby. He's a basketball player. He earns 37.9 million.
So that's more than her.
Yes, and he is the 100th.
Most paid athlete.
Yes. Place 100.
Okay.
There's 99 people above him.
That's crazy.
Isn't that ridiculous?
It is.
I couldn't even find a list that went, like, that came close to where she was at.
Oh my god.
Like, it only went
no.
until 100. So really think about that.
Let that sink in.
So I feel like every year people kind of question why we need Women's Day and why it's still important for women to speak up. Anyways, the point is, it is important to speak up because this is just unacceptable, and it's so ridiculous.
It really is.
Okay, now I'm trying not to bore you, but I do want to give a quick history of women's sports because
Okay.
it really wasn't always like this.
Oh.
Well, not in, I mean, in the Western world, is that's I'm not talking about that. But, like, for example, in ancient Egypt, women participated in swimming, rowing, sprinting, and ball games, which are activities depicted in murals from as early as 2000 BCE, before Christ.
Okay,
That's
then.
crazy, right?
So they already invented sport games back
Yeah,
then.
and
Whoa.
they were, like, it was about demonstrating strength and skill too, which I think is important to be mentioned, because later you'll see that sports will be about being elegant and whatnot for
Oh
women.
man.
And then in Rome, some women trained with weights and performed exercises similar to modern gymnastics, and archaeological evidence even shows female gladiators existed, though rarely.
Oh.
Yes.
And I
But
know the same goes for Sparta. Like in Sparta, all the army like that they had as a city, it was consistent of both men and women in
yeah,
ancient
they
Greece.
also, yeah, in Sparta there was specifically attention to, like, physicality and stuff, even with women. But
Mm.
about the gladiators, I'm not really sure how that works, because I feel like, if I don't remember correctly, wasn't it, like, also kind of a punishment? Like, they were being sent
Yeah,
into the ring.
gladiators were slaves.
Yeah, so that's what I
Yeah.
thought. So it being females isn't really a great thing.
It's not the empowerment you think it is.
So
It's just equality and oppression.
yeah. So, anyways, and then across Africa, athletic contests were woven into cultural festivals and rites of passage. Women's participation in track and field like competitions were a reclaimed
Mm.
tradition.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah. And then this is what I mean. Like, none of this involves Europe, because that's where it all low-key went wrong.
Literally. Well, Rome and ancient Greece.
Yeah, but those weren't, like, the colonized. I mean, I guess they were.
They were, but they
It's
weren't.
different. Like,
Yeah,
it
it
was.
really is different than Western Europe.
And then long before European contact, indigenous women played stickball and lacrosse-like games, ran endurance races, and participated in competitions tied to ceremony and community life. Athletic ability was valued as part of preparing women for leadership roles in society. Wow,
Whoa.
right? Now, where did it all go wrong?
That's what I wonder.
Yeah, well, I feel like you already know. Also, something interesting that I found, there was a female version of the Olympic Games. Did you know? And it was
Wait, so it was
popular in
separate?
Sparta. In Sparta. Sparta.
Sparta.
Lol.
Wait, Freudian slip.
Yeah,
Wait,
it
but
was called the Heraian Games. Like Hera.
from Hera. But why? Okay, so it was separate though. The
Yes,
men's
yes. It
Olympics
was
and the
held
women's.
every 4 years at Olympia in honor of the goddess Hera. And it was
Her.
they did, like, foot races. So they did actual physical sports.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
And it was so funny. I read something about the first female Olympic champion. So we're talking back to the Olympic Games here, and her name was Siniska of Sparta.
Per.
And she did this at about 396 BCE. Now, did she participate? Not exactly, but because women, they weren't allowed to participate.
Oh, like in the actual Olympics.
Yes,
Oh.
but there was a loophole, because the owners of the chariot, not the drivers, received the victory. So she wasn't
Oh
actually the
my
one doing it, but
god.
she did.
She owned the chariot.
Yes. What an
Period.
icon.
Whoa.
Um and so then in the colonial and post-colonial times it all went wrong because women were forbidden to partake in sports because I mean, I don't need to explain this to you, this was sexism, just blatant sexism, but
Yeah.
I will let you know the arguments because it's kind of funny.
Okay. For the sake of humor, here are the arguments
Exactly,
about
because
why women were not
people
allowed
believe
to
this, like, and it's we still experience the results of this
of this.
today. Like,
Yes.
it's still relevant, unfortunately. But medical authorities dating back to Aristotle declared that women were ruled by their reproductive systems, with a limited amount of energy flowing through the body is used to sustain their hormones. Too much study, or heaven forbid, bicycle riding and other unladylike sports would render women infertile.
Okay. And I hope that every single person who makes jokes about like when you're ovulating that the only thing you can think about is reproduction. This is the type of man who would agree with you. Like this is the type of person who would watch your post and go, "Yes, this is so funny. She's so right."
And women were deemed too fragile for sports. This was like during the
Bro.
Victorian era. So running could damage reproductive organs. Cycling caused bicycle face, which is
What?
like a
Wait,
permanent grimace and hysteria.
wait a minute. So they had bicycle face back then and they have runner's face right now.
So I was gonna ask you about this because I actually, what the hell is bicycle face? Do you have any idea?
I don't know, but I know that runner's face.
What's
People are
runner's
like,
face?
yeah, guys, cardio, like the best form of cardio is not running. You should be going on the Stairmaster or doing an incline walk because if you run, you can get runner's face and become ugly.
What's runner's face?
I don't fucking know. Like, you can look up runner's face and it's just people probably like being out of breath and looking red and tired or
Oh
like
God.
because you run like this,
What?
like, and maybe like that causes wrinkles or something. I don't know.
Does it actually?
I
I feel
don't
like
know what it
runner.
is.
I want to know if it's like for real a thing, but it's
And I
whatever.
don't know what bicycle face is, but I'm guessing that when people bike
It
in the
says a
wind,
permanent grimace.
yeah, when people bike in the wind or in the rain, you bike like this, like you
Oh.
squint, and probably
But
they
Loki, everything gives you wrinkles. Like,
living gives you wrinkles, and they don't want women
that's
to
kind of the
live.
point.
So
Ooh, that's so true.
yeah,
Also, another argument was that competitive sports would grow unseemly muscles and ruin femininity. Vigorous exercise would divert blood from vital organs,
that's crazy.
and women's weaker constitutions couldn't handle athletic stress.
Literally, whatever that means.
Like, bro,
Weaker
this
constitution,
is obviously all propaganda to keep women in the kitchen and at
obviously,
home. Like,
and to keep them as weak as possible so that they can be beaten, controlled more easily. But I want to say like that okay, some of these sound actually crazy right now. Like what do you mean the blood doesn't flow to the whatever or bicycle face?
are you dumb? Are you stupid?
But the argument that women should look fragile and not have muscles or something, what was that? The second to
No,
last
that
one?
it would grow unseemly muscles and ruin femininity.
That
Muscles and femininity? No, no, no.
no, no, no. Those cannot exist at the same time. No, but people genuinely still think that. And I always see TikToks of people being like, guys, lift weights. Like, it doesn't make you look bulky. Don't be afraid. Like, you won't look bulky. You will keep looking skinny, fragile, elegant, demure, petite. And it's like, why is looking bulky the worst possible thing that can happen to you? In what universe is looking bulky worse than being so weak you can't even defend yourself against the most basic things?
Literally.
What is going on?
And also, I also see TikToks about this, and like girls will like say what they do at the gym, whatever, and they'll be like, "Oh, but I don't train
My arms.
my arms because I don't want to like look too bulky, blah, blah blah." But the thing is, they all act like one day they're gonna wake up and they're gonna have like giant guns. Like,
Arms.
bro, it doesn't. I
You can't
promise you
accidentally
won't
do that.
accidentally be like muscular. Like, I promise you, people don't accidentally look like that.
And you're hearing these other arguments. You're hearing how dumb they are. You're hearing how clearly this is propaganda to just keep women from living.
And this is from the Victorian era. That should
Literally.
literally that should
So
make you
if you
think.
can recognize that in the other arguments, you should also recognize it in this one.
Exactly. Um so Also, 19th century campaigns against higher education for women sounded very much like campaigns to prevent women from taking part in active sports. That's what I mean.
Right.
Like it I said it at the beginning, it's very, very correlated and intertwined with women literally getting agency.
That's so fucked up.
It really is. Because anti-college campaigns, they also had clear racial and class overtones. So women who graduated from college were indeed less likely to reproduce. But this did not have anything to do with,
Having an education.
no, well, it kind of did, but it wasn't like it really wasn't that bad of a thing because women who graduated, they were pursuing careers and like teaching and nursing, and it required them to remain unmarried because you couldn't.
Work and also take care of your children.
Exactly. So it was kind of who set that system up kind of thing. Because if they just made it so that women could work and also like were not the main, were not expected to be the only ones at the house taking care of the children and doing the chores, then it would have been a different story. But because they were making them choose, it was like,
Obviously, you're gonna choose something that you want to do and that benefits you the most.
exactly. But still, this correlation between higher education and unmarriedness led to notions that learning, like sport, desexed women.
Oh, yeah, because it makes you masculine.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
in every aspect, it makes you not feminine because you're independent, you're strong, you are smart, like you have a brain, you can think for yourself, you can speak for yourself, God forbid, right? Even President Theodore Roosevelt believed that America's oldest white families were conspiring to commit race suicide by sending their next generation of daughters to college, which is just a fun bit I thought was
Race
interesting to
suicide
include.
needs like that combination of words.
But still, during the 1860s and 1870s, women's athletic clubs began forming in secret or like semi-secret locations across Europe and America. So women organized tennis tournaments, archery competitions, croquet matches,
Mm.
etc. So they would actually do something for themselves. And it wasn't until the Olympic Games in Paris in Paris,
Paris. Are
in
you
that
happy to be in Paris?
we in 1900 that the first female athletes appeared. Um,
Oh.
but it wasn't until 2012 at the Summer Olympics that all events featured female athletes and all national Olympic committees sent a female athlete to the games. That's recent.
Uh, to contextualize that, that is the year where Gen Z ended and Gen Alpha began. Just so you know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh my god. That's scary.
it is.
Ooh. So, women's professional sports generally only gained momentum from the second half of the 20th century. And that
Damn.
was slow. Like the second half of the 20th century, that's like 1950s.
Yeah.
But even then, like it was slow as fuck because it wasn't until the well into the 2000s that women were participating in the Olympic Games.
Oh my god, what?
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
So yeah, that's the whole like bottom line. So even though there has been significant progress, let us not forget that we have come a long way. Women are still not being taken as seriously as men.
Clearly.
They're discriminated, underrepresented, underpaid, and that is in and outside of sports. So that was the little history part of it. Now I want to talk about, I labeled this part as current day oppression because that's what it is.
Yippee. This is all we talk about. Current day
Oppression.
oppression.
Literally. Because
It's so
wake
important
up.
and nobody knows this anymore. Nobody talks about this anymore. Everyone
Literally.
has become a dumb main
Illiterate.
character syndrome idiot, like a proud ignorant idiot. And people are genuinely like that nowadays and it's so annoying. Wake up. You're not a vibe.
Literally, like illiteracy is not cute.
It is the opposite of cute.
Please pick up a book.
Illiteracy is fucking cringe and it's setting us all back. It's making our world horrible. Look at the political and economic state of the world right now. Jaden Smith was right. Okay, open your eyes, do something about it, educate yourself. Your life won't be ruined if you are a bit smarter about anything, everything you do.
No, for real. And like Like, I hate to be this person, like that one friend who's too woke, but all them trends are like about like I'm just a girl, or like a
Yeah.
girl, like girl,
The
please,
blue, the
please,
blue store and the pink store. I'm
please. I'm
scared.
begging you. We
I'm
are just now
scared,
getting
bro.
rights. Like, please.
Like, please don't set us back. Please don't do this. Okay, go on.
So, the like dispersion in treatment between men and women in sports is currently present primarily through media framing, biased, sexist, journalists, and like online echo chambers that exist through dumb people being grouped together in the same algorithm. And in these algorithms, these like conservative sexist beliefs are emphasized because all the dumb people agree with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
you're gonna see what you want to see. Your timeline's gonna show you things that you want to see,
Yeah. Also, it doesn't
for
help.
good, or for worse. For Is that what the
For
saying is?
better or for worse.
Right. Thank you. So, sexist beliefs are being perpetuated by women always having to look good. Like, even when they're doing sports, they have to look good because somebody's always going to say something about their appearance.
Genuinely.
Just know, like, and also about the things that women wear, even during sports. Like, they
Oh
are
my
always in less
god.
clothes.
Yeah.
Why is that?
People like women's beach volleyball, they like basically wear underwear as like the bottoms, and not even men's underwear, it's women's underwear. Like
And
that's the
they are not allowed to change that.
no, they're if they feel uncomfortable, that's a them issue and they just have to accept it. Whereas men wear like shorts that cover up way more. And the thing is like obviously women's bodies are not inherently sexual. Nobody's bodies are. And even if they were, it wouldn't mean that anyone could do and say and act however they want about it. Like you have to stay respectful. And obviously you shouldn't sexualize like nudity, but these garments are obviously made because men just want to look at women's bodies. Otherwise, if it was really not about being exposed or whatever, then men would have had the same clothes, if that makes sense.
Exactly. And it
Because back in
wouldn't.
the day, in ancient Greece, the Olympics were naked. Like that was the attire for every single
Exactly.
one of the games.
Exactly. And yeah, and even the Heraean games,
Yeah.
they also were like, they wore the same things as the Olympians. I think they
AKA
wore.
nothing.
No, no, no. I don't know if they weren't, because then they also wear like something that was covering like half of them.
Oh, I don't know.
I think so.
Maybe the attire changed throughout the years as well.
Maybe, but I know the women wore that too, and their boob was also out, and the men's boob was
Oh.
also out. So like, just know, just know it was equal.
Per
um, but yeah, even, and like their clothes are not, they're mandatory. They're not allowed to change those. How crazy is that?
bad shit.
Yeah, like ew. And also women's expressions. Like, there's always people commenting about women's expression. Like, if
Yeah.
they just won gold, they're like victorious, they're happy, they're ecstatic, they're,
Smiling.
and like maybe like they just look powerful, like they just have this powerful look on them. And if it's a man, it's passion, it's like raw emotion, and we love it, and that's what we want to see. And
This
if
brings our country closer together. This is what humanity's about. This is important.
And then if women do it, it's like, oh, that's so not charming, and she needs to tone it down, and she's being too much.
She's
And
so dramatic and she's um attaching value to something that is so not should not be valued, and it's so dumb.
yeah, like, oof.
And literally the men's reaction after their favorite team loses or wins is so fucking bad. Like I don't
Yeah,
know if you've heard
that
about the
people do like crazy, like they go on the streets and they vandalize things, like they literally start attacking each other physically, they start burning down the place, like literally, I'm not joking, I'm not exaggerating. The police needs to be at certain games because they know it's gonna like go out of hand. Like, are you okay?
and that's what happens outside their house. But also the domestic violence is so crazy that the worst days of the year, like ambulance wise and emergency hospital
Admissions.
admissions, are the worst on days where big football games happen or on
Really?
Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, it makes total sense, but it's a disgusting fact.
Fucking disgusting, especially because Men make fun of women who like watching women's sports or who like watching their favorite musician play, and then they scream and are excited and cry or whatever, and then they're like, you're so dramatic, you're so like weird and overly emotional, and then they go and beat up their wife if their team loses, and then they go and vandalize their neighbor's car because their favorite team won. Like, who do you think you are?
Literally, like, ew, ew, ew.
Genuinely.
Also, about the clothing, the attire thing, I got an example. So in 2018, pretty recent yet again,
Too recent.
um, cat suits were banned in tennis after Serena Williams wore one at the French Open and was issued a warning for not respecting the game.
What is a cat suit?
It's like a full body suit and skin tight,
Okay.
and it's like like it covers.
Everything.
Yeah, I think it does, and it's just really tight. The whole thing is
Oh,
that it's really really tight.
okay.
But she, not that it matters, and I didn't even fully read her reasoning because it just doesn't matter. But she wore this because of like she just had her baby or something, or she had a really valid reason. But it doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't matter her
Why would it
reasoning.
matter?
And like, what do you mean not respecting the game?
When the very important tennis game of putting a ball onto a racket is disrespected by Serena Williams's choice of clothing.
Like, are you okay? Does that really impact the performance of anybody's game, or like what are people going to be too
Yeah, it pisses.
mesmerized by her beauty or what?
Yeah,
Like,
no, and it pisses men off because she's not wearing their favorite outfits. So
I guess, but it's
that's
y'all are gross
distracting.
for this. This is crazy. Um Also, another example is that, do you know Alona Maher?
No.
Maher? Apparently she's half Dutch. I didn't know that. She is a football player in the US. She's really good. Like she's won Olympic medals, and she's really tall and just really muscular and like a football player, you know?
Yeah.
She's good at her sport. And everyone's always talking about her looking masculine, and even like she did a photo shoot for, I think, Vogue. I could be wrong about who it was for, but it was for like a big magazine, and people were like coming at her throat about she looks masculine and she's not. Like, why can't that be feminine? And she went on
Yeah,
TikTok and
literally.
she talked about, I don't know if it was after this whole thing, but either way she came onto TikTok and she talked about like be for real. Like she was crying, and it was really sad. She was crying in the TikTok saying like she is a confident person, but this shit also obviously
Affects
impacts her.
anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because who are you to tell someone they're not feminine?
Yeah, and to tell oh, I just hate how femininity equals weakness and equals just looking like a child instead of an adult. Because what do you mean you want that person not to have any visible muscles? You want that person not like to be as small as possible. Like it, think
Literally.
about it a little bit more, please.
Like, just know your desire to be frail and thin and skinny and like Bella Hadid, like
Short as
literally as
well.
small as possible, is like that's misogyny. That's literally
Yeah, and like every time you um like try to achieve that body, think about how you are trying to look like a child. Think about that because you are. That's what you're
literally.
doing. Think
And
about
just
it.
know that men want that. Like, that's how men want you to look.
Yeah, and think about what it means that you are doing that to appeal to a certain type of men, because like there are men out there who like women with adult bodies, whether that be muscular women, whether that be taller women,
Ooh,
whether that be I don't know, like women with more curves or whatever. Like not everyone desires someone who tries their best to look like a child,
thank God.
okay?
Like, please, if you run away from people who are like that, do not try.
Please.
Like, bro, that's really problematic.
Yeah, and once you see it, you can't unsee it.
It's scary.
It is. But I wanted to say this because there's this tweet, and I think it's such a funny tweet. And it was like this guy posting a photo of a women NBA player, and he was like, "This is who plays at the WNBA, and they expect me to watch that shit." And he was like trying to come for her looks.
Who was it? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I'm sorry. But then someone replied with, "Okay, so you watch the NBA for the cute dudes?" Like because why would the appearance
That's
matter?
so
You're not
funny.
looking at I don't know who. Like you don't give a shit about what the dudes at the NBA look like, or maybe you do. And if that's the case, then okay. But no one is talking about, oh, this NBA player looks ugly and he looks feminine and he looks this and that way and he's bald and that's bad and blah blah blah. But for women, it's like this woman has a neck that is slightly larger than my preferable size of a woman's neck, and if I wanted to kill her by choking her, I wouldn't be able to do it as easily. So that really upsets me. So she's ugly, so I won't watch the game.
And just know that this is not an exaggeration. Like, just know this is
How
reality.
they
This is the
think,
reality we live in.
literally. And even if they don't say this out loud, this is the quiet part, okay?
And you know what? They might say it out loud, and then it's gonna be
Yeah,
like, I was just joking. It
yeah.
was just a joke.
Like, why can't you
Stop
see that?
being so sensitive.
Yeah, like I'm being sarcastic, and the fact that you can't sense that means that you are dumb and I am smart.
Like, stop being played by these fuck ass men.
Literally.
Please open your eyes.
Please.
Anyways, also another thing I wanted to talk about is journalists, because they are can't seem to act right when they are interviewing women, like female athletes. Like, can
You're
you act
joking.
can you ask normal questions, like
Oh my god,
what is
no.
up with this? I don't understand. Because like, even this year at the Winter Olympics, I saw too many topics of, oh, who are like, when are you gonna get married, like, who are you dating, like, talk about who they're dating, who they're gonna marry. Like, this is not this is like the least relevant thing right now. Like, it's
Yeah.
they just won gold,
Who gives
please.
a shit? You're literally interviewing an Olympic athlete and you ask about marriage? Is this a wedding themed interview? No.
Like, it's so weird, and like, it broke my heart with, like, for example, Jutta
Oh
Leerdam.
no. Oh
Do
yeah.
you I don't know if you like got this, but even in a lot of headlines, and even reporters who
Yeah.
were like live reporting the match when it was going on, we're talking about like Jake Paul's girlfriend, Jake
Yeah.
Paul's fiance. I don't fucking know, but that's not the point right now, because this powerful woman just won Olympic gold, and you're reducing her to who she's dating.
So fucking cringe. And I even saw like the Dutch news because she's Dutch. And like the Dutch news like covered this news and there was 6 second footage of Yuta herself and like I think 13 second or even longer footage of Jake Paul crying.
Like,
What, how dare you?
are you not embarrassed? It's so gross. And even, I can't name any other names, but like, they do this to many
Everyone.
women, and it's like, they can't seem to leave it alone. Like,
Literally.
what is your upset? Like, do you want a chance? Like, just ask for her number, like, backstage or some shit. Don't make it our problem. Like, holy
Genuinely.
shit.
Ugh, and I hate how this also happens in other industries like I don't know, pop music and
Yeah.
acting and the film industry in general and modeling, oh my god, and just any industry that like produces famous people. But for sports it especially saddens me because women are not the dominant gender group in the sports industry
Exactly.
whatsoever.
They already get so little screen time and so little funding and so little representation and
Positive
respect.
attention, yeah.
So, like, how dare you?
Like wow, way to contribute to the problem.
Exactly. And also, makeup, like, everyone's always asking like the makeup she's wearing, and like, I can understand it for like, if women are asking it because they want like tips or something,
Mm,
but like, don't make it the focus of
no,
anything, because it's just not the
it's
point.
so goofy. And maybe it would be like you can comment on her Instagram like wow, your makeup looks so good, please do a tutorial, and then your favorite Olympic athlete will do a tutorial for you. But don't ask that as a post game interview. Like what is
It's
that?
so weird, and it just is sickening that this is like, this happened this year, like 2026. This is still going on. Like, aren't we past
And
this?
then there's people out there saying we don't need feminism anymore, the at least in the West everyone is liberated and there's no reason to talk about it anymore. here's your reason.
Literally.
And oh, I also saw that a lot of people, like, okay, people were talking about, I think it's Utah, by the way, her pronunciation of her name
Are you
instead of Utah, because I always hear people in the news, in the Dutch
Yeah,
news,
but
say
I thought it was
Utah.
because they pronounce the English people pronounce it like that, right?
The Dutch people too.
Really, I didn't know that.
Anyways, when people were talking about the amazing accomplishments of Jutta Leerdam, I saw a lot of people comment on her body as well,
Yes, me too.
because she, obviously, if you do ice skating, you need crazy leg muscles.
Like you just
And
ice skaters just like every person like they just have a certain physique. Like it's
yeah,
just
you have to have that physique to be extra good at your specific sports. Just like how people who do swimming often have very muscular and broad shoulders, people who do ice skating often have very muscular legs. And people were like, what's her leg routine? What's her glute routine? This is amazing.
like
And like acting as if her the way her legs looked was so amazing and revolutionary and insane, and people wanted to achieve that. And then treating it that as more of an accomplishment than her setting a new record is so funny to me.
isn't that crazy? It's
It
so
is.
crazy. Another thing, I honestly I wasn't even trying to look for this, but it's just I see this all the time.
Against your will.
Yeah, like whenever I don't know, people just say this all the time, and it just pops on my for you and maybe yours as well. I don't know, but there are so many TikToks of like men being like, "I bet I could do this better than her," or like there's this guy, and then he asked this other guy. It's like a street interview thing. He's like, "Do you think you could beat a woman at any sport, like female athlete, whatever, whatever?" And he went around and asked multiple people, and they were like, "Yeah, yeah." Like, and people in the comments too. I don't know what possesses men to think this way, and I don't know what goes on. And honest to God, keep it to yourself. I do not want to know. But why they genuinely think they could beat a woman at any
Any
sport,
sport,
like an Olympic
athletes,
winner.
yeah.
Like, what gives you that
Audacity.
audacity? I will show it. But my sport is kind of a
Women dominated
it's the odd
sport.
one out because it's always kind of, or for the most part, it's been associated with elite schools and like
Oh yeah.
whatever. But
And
I've also played like I played a lot of soccer growing up.
oh, cool.
I like trust trust I have enough experience with this
What I also find
nonsense.
funny is like what you said about women having to look elegant and petite and just graceful instead of strong and helping it with skills. I feel like a lot of sports that are dominated by women, such as dancing or figure skating, some people refuse to acknowledge these things as sports and kind of emphasize the artsy side of it, and they're like, no, ballet is an art,
We did dance
dance is an art.
together.
We did. um Dance is an art, ice skating is an art, like figure skating is an
it,
art.
it can be
It's not a
both.
sport, it's both, it's literally both.
It literally is.
And I don't
And
know,
if you say it's not a sport, you've never done it before.
you're
Y'all
dumb
don't
as
know. Y'all don't know
fuck.
what you're talking about.
And I, oh my god, like soccer players who think ballet is easy crack me up. You need to be, have you ever, like, male ballet dancer, if you put a male ballet dancer next to some random soccer player, that male ballet dancer could put that male soccer player, like they could grab the male soccer player, dig a hole in the ground with their body, then put them in, and then like never let them out again.
Yeah, it's just
Like
not. Ooh.
the comparison is not even, the audacity to make that comparison is honestly baffling to me. And again, like, I don't know why people respect a sport more if it's a game, like if you have to chase a ball or hit a ball, versus when it's like something artsy or whatever, like if
Because then
it's
it's more for women and more feminine, and if it's for
and for
women,
performance and
then it's not
good.
real anymore. It's not valid anymore.
But at the same time, like, it's bad to encourage girls to go into a sport that is like acceptable just because it's satisfying to look at, and women should only be satisfying to look at and not allowed to have fun in a game, for example.
And it's also like games women play shouldn't generally be physical. That's what men think.
Yeah.
Like, and but do you know how bad you can get hurt from dance? Like
Oh my
I've gotten
god.
hurt so bad so many times. So like,
And you have to be super strong to dance well. Like
yeah,
it's
I feel
not
like, and like the risk for injury is,
really big.
yeah,
Oh, and what I also wanted to say, I forgot to say this when we were talking about how women's attire is so different from men's. This is not even an adult women's issue, it's also a little girl's issue. Because if you look at gymnastics, they
oh my
wear
god.
like leotards, and it's underwear. Like it's giving, their ass cheeks are out, and these are like 6-year-old girls.
It's like swimming
And
clothes.
you might be wondering, like, why are you sexualizing their attire? They are little kids. Why would you say that? Why are the little boys with leggings covered up, still like tight enough to see their movements and everything? Like it's skin tight, like you can see every single line their body makes, you can judge their movements, but they're not ass out. And if they were, that would be weird according to every single one of you. So why don't you think that way about little girls?
Literally. No, that's so true. It's so weird. The whole thing is so messed up.
It is.
Also, one more thing that I wanted to explicitly talk about was Amber Glenn.
Oh my god.
Do you know that name?
The ice figure skater from the
Yes.
US.
So she's the first openly LGBTQ plus woman to make the US Olympic team and the oldest since 1928 to compete. Mind you, she's 26.
Ah,
Um,
that's so young.
but I have watched, like, I've seen some like of her press junkets in on just my TikTok, whatever, and the
Mm-hmm.
comments are horrifying
No.
because she uses her voice and she speaks up about
Yeah.
um the like LGBTQ community and specifically suffering, especially the last couple of years under the current political,
Climate
reign.
of the US.
Yeah. And then all the comments, all of them, it's not like 50-50, like it's more hate than not, are talking about like what rights have you lost, like, oh, you're an Olympic figure skater, like you're gonna be okay, what are you talking about, blah blah, like it's just
Oh my god,
disgusting.
that's infuriating.
It's so gross.
Ugh, oh my god, I beg people to seek an
And
education.
it's not even just one TikTok, like it's so many of them. I've seen so many of them
Oh
where
my
it's just people
god.
just shitting on her for speaking up, and it's like acting like she's saying something that's not true.
Meanwhile, if Ronaldo donated to like a freaking AI program innovation thing, people would be like, "Oh my god, he's so smart. It's so amazing for investing in our future. This is what society should try to be. He's the most successful, most smart man ever. Oh my god, and he's doing so much good for the world. Wow."
Ew. It's Osaka stick. She's beautiful. As you can see, she's used well. She's been used and abused. My God. Isn't she gorgeous?
How long have you had this one?
Um, I would say long as fuck. Wait, let me think. Probably like 5 years or something.
Whoa.
Yeah, before this, I don't have all my other ones here.
Yeah.
They're all at my parents' house. But this is the prettiest one, I promise.
Per.
My hockey bag is also black and orange, so
Oh,
it
so it
matches.
matches.
Yes.
That's so
And
cool.
this is a really good brand. I like it a lot. Osaka. It's a good hockey brand. If any of you field hockeyers need a recommendation.
How do you like know it's a good hockey stick? What are some qualities people should
It
be
just
looking for?
depends on what you like as a player, cuz you have ones that are like heavier,
Mm-hmm.
which you can generally hit harder with, whereas
Mm.
some of them are lighter and then you can like move quickly and like do a bunch of moves with them.
Ooh,
So it's like
yeah.
whatever your style is. Mine, I would say, is a little bit more on the heavier side, but I play defense. So
Mm.
it's important for me to be able to hit hard. Um, but yeah, they'll like, I don't know much about the materials, but they have like the carbon ones and like the percentages of how much like of
Mm.
everything it's made off of, because that depends on the quality and the sturdiness and the heaviness and whatever. But they also have a little rink at the sports like shop where you can try it out.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, it's fun. Whenever I go there for something else, I always grab a stick and like try it out.
Per.
But I don't need a new one.
Yeah, this one is good.
Yes. Anyways,
Slay.
that was it.
Thank you for watching. If you want to see more content, you can check out our YouTube channel, After Hours TV, where we post more casual content. We also have social media, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, After Hours FM with a 0 instead of an O. We also have a radio show every 2 weeks on Tuesdays at 2:30 p.m. CET. Everything I just said, you can also find in the description if that was too fast or if you want to just click a link and be there. That was today's episode. We hope you guys enjoyed.
We'll see you next time.
We will. Bye.
Bye.